Yo, welcome back to Fight Bloodline, y'all. I'm your host, Cash Money, Mr. Take Your Chinny Chin Chin, and tonight we're breaking down UFC 322 in MSG. Guys, this is a hell of a card. This is going to be one of the greatest cards of 2025, I believe, and expect for every fight to be close to a good contender fight. Like, I know it's not a bunch of number one contender fights on here in the main card. Sorry, there is a bunch of. Hold on. There is a bunch of big fights on the main card, but like this whole card, just in general, is really good. I believe every fight on here has a chance for a finish, and I expect to see a finish in the main event because I saw something earlier. It was a stat line of 80. I think he said 88% of fights at MSG in the main event are by finish. So, something crazy could happen. But I think we should get started. No major announcements, or I'll talk about more at the end of the episode. Be ready 303 currently cannot join me today. But hopefully we'll get him on for the next. Think that's really it. That's, I don't got really nothing else to say. But let's get this episode on. Oh, I will be uploading a bunch of YouTube shorts with big surprises for y'all. Y'all just gotta like and just subscribe, I guess. But most of my people who view my videos are subscribed, so don't have to worry about that. Just like the videos and you'll be in for a surprise on our YouTube shorts announcements. Yeah. Ugh. Make sure you guys go follow the Instagram and TikTok. But let's get this fight night started in MSG. And always shout out to We Want Picks MMA. We just use your thing because we can't ever get this on. But shout outs to you. I see you on the tracker sometimes. But first fight, we got a lightweight fight. I'm gonna try and say this as best as I can. Looks like it's Vyacheslav Borshev versus Matthews Camelo. We got our guy over here. He's from Russia, I believe. He's 8-6 in the UFC. He's the 135 dog, and he has one win, three losses, and one draw in his last five. Compared to Matthews Camilo, where he's the 155 favorite, 9-3 in the UFC, and 4-1 in his last five. We first went with Borshev on this one. I know his last fight wasn't the best fight because he got submitted pretty quick by by Terrence McKinney. Shout outs to you, bro. I know you've been a follower of Fight Bloodline for a minute. Shout outs to you. Yeah, he just got submitted really quick. He didn't look too good in that fight. But any other fight, he's really been he's a dog fighter. He's down to throwdown, and I believe this is a step up for Matthews Camilo because Borshev is more of a striker, I'd say, more than wrestler. He's very weak to the submissions. So definitely look out for Matthews Camilo. Camilo or Camilo? Leave in the comments. But I think Camilo is very dangerous on the ground. So Borshev, if he could just avoid the defensive, I guess it wouldn't be. I just really hope he doesn't try and make this a wrestling fight because, like I said, Camilo is dangerous on the ground. I believe Camilo will find the submission if Borshev threatens with the wrestling, but I think these boys are going to keep it standing. I think Borshev will find I think he'll win by either decision or KO TKO. I believe Be Ready 303 went with Matthews Camilo on this one by decision. I was talking to him about it. He just said he's more dangerous, a lot younger, and he thinks the young blood's going to beat up Borshev, but hey, we disagree if he was here. But yeah, I think Borshev either by knockout or decision. It's going to be a very good fight. Next fight, another banger. We got a featherweight bout between Chepe Marscal and Pat Sabatonini. Chepe Marscal is 18-6 in UFC, minus 113 favorite, and 5-0 in his last five. compared to Pat Sabatini. He's the 107 dog, 20-5 in the UFC, and 3-2 in his last five. On this one, I went with Chepe Marscal on this one. I think he's the better striker. I think he's quicker with the hands. He knows how to finish the fight. If the fight ever needs to, like, if he's losing, he knows how to go find the knockout. I'm not too worried about that. Almost kind of like see how I got to put it. Back in 2022, when Kamaru Usman was beating the brakes off of what's his name, Leon Edwards. He's taking him down, punching him in his face, just absolutely destroying him with the striking and wrestling for 5 rounds. When Leon's corner was telling him, like, hey, you need a finish. Go get it. Make sure you knock him out. If you really want to win that belt, if you really think you can, go knock him out. That's what I think Chepe Marscal is. That's what his, that's his, I put it, that's his move. Like, he's a great comeback fighter. He could be losing, and then he'll come back and find a knockout, which I believe will happen this fight. I feel like Pat Sabatini he'll control for the first 2 rounds. I feel like Charpy Mescal will find the knockout either, like, he also just find it super early because he's got really heavy hands, and he's more of a boxer fighting type. But just look for Pat Sabatini. I think he's gonna dominate the first 2 rounds, just managing distance with the body kicks and leg kicks, managing distance really well, jabbing. And then Chepe Mescal will be obviously down either 2-0 or 1-0. And he'll find the knockout, I believe. So I'm going with Chepe Marscal on this one by KO TKO. My dad went with Pat Sabatini on this one. Also, my dad, Darren T says, famous words of Darren, never call another man dad on a podcast. But legally, he is my dad. But be ready 303 there. He went with Pat Sabatini on this one. He thinks he's gonna manage distance, get a chip away, a 3-round decision. Nothing crazy, but yeah. You just went with Pat Sabatini by decision. So be ready 303. Oh, sorry. Pat Sabatini is my dad went with him by decision. I went with Chepe Marscal by KO TKO on that one. Here we go. Hold on. So they filmed their episode a while ago. Excuse me 1 second. Let's see. I'm still in frame. So we got Malcolm Melwaker. Got a thing in my lip right now. Hold on. Malcolm Wellmaker, one of my favorite UFC fighters right now. I think he's dope. One of my favorites to watch, definitely. A lot of knockout power. Love watching his fights. Hold on, I'm gonna put the mic down real quick. Let's see. P-O-A-Y. Excuse me, y'all. So I guess two of his opponents pulled out, including that dude. So we gotta see real quick who he's facing. I know I did my pick. I'm still going with him because I did look at it earlier today. I just gotta relook at the name. Hey, no, filming. Piss off. It is Ewig or Erwig, I think. It was something like that. So I gotta work on this. Freaking slow computers. Come on, Lakewood, get better than that. You slow ass computers. Why? Okay, here we go. Go prelims. So, we got Malcolm Wellmaker. Okay, I already talked about Malcolm. So we got bantamweight fight between Malcolm Wellmaker versus Earthlyn E. Wig. Malcolm Wellmaker 10-0 in the UFC. Minus 140 favorite. I still think he's 155 favorite now, and he is 5-0 in his last 5. going up against Earthen Ewig. Short notice, but Malcolm Wellmaker, you already know this fool is one of my favorite fighters. Him and actually Michael Morales, I think, are a lot similar to each other with the kickboxing and just like these crazy moves. But if you look at some of his fights, like I completely love this and I stole it from him. Like he likes to throw the here. I can't believe I'm doing this, but a little bit of something I want to show y'all just make my pick better. So like he fights in a very like kickboxing style. It's almost like an Oliveira. So what he'll do, he'll throw a body kick a couple times just to get the feint going. Body, body. And then eventually, you expect the body kick. So he starts blocking low, right? Boom, boom. So what he did, so Malcolm Wellmaker, he threw the body kick, but like he faked it and came in, boom, and caught him like right on the chin. And pretty sure, I don't know if it was his last opponent, but it was one of his opponents recently. And he just freaking caught him right on the chin with that. I thought that was honestly like a top 10 knockout in the UFC. That was crazy. Just the way he set it up and everything. It's just like, wow, dude. Crazy setup to get the fake, and then just the hook is like, wow. Crazy. But I haven't heard too much about this Ewig dude besides, he's a dog for stepping on short notice. And this guy like Malcolm Wellmaker. This one, I went Wellmaker by knockout. I believe he's gonna knock him out with anything he wants. I don't think it's gonna matter. Like Wellmaker is good. No glaze, but Wellmaker is top 10 knockouts in the UFC. Oops. Nope, not Sean Brady. Not yet. Here we go. Excuse me. 1 second. Yeah, I'm looking at you, kitty. You stop climbing on my curtain. You big dummy. God dang it. Hold on. Oh. Freaking kitty. What are you doing right now, bub? Gotta stop doing that. Kitties. Let go. See? Now you made me like kitties, you stupid. Sorry, y'all. My little dumb cat. But just gotta get off the curtain, dude. Can't believe you. Well. Next fight we got a middleweight fight between Roman Kopylov and Gregory Rodriguez. We got Roman Kopylov is 14-4 in the UFC. He's a 150 dog, and he's 3-2 in his last 5. One of those losses being to Paulo Costa on UFC 318. Compared to Gregory RoboCop Rodriguez, he's a minus 175 favorite. He's 17-6 in the UFC, and he's 4-1 in his last 5. With that one loss being to Jared Cannonier a while ago in their little fight night. And for this fight, I went with who was it? I think I went Kopylov here. I can check on my little computer right here. Computer. Bah. Yeah. Roman Kopylov. And he's just I don't know if he's the better striker, but I feel like just all around he's a little bit better. Expect a very close fight. I think my dad actually went Gregory Rodriguez by knockout. Which honestly not that big. It could happen, but I don't think Roman Kopylov in his perm is very chinny. So expect a high input or high pace fight from both of them. Kopylov definitely has the better wrestling, which is Gregory Rodriguez's weakness. And if Gregory Rodriguez can't knock out Kopylov in the first 2, I think Kopylov gets it either by decision or sub. because he's the better grappler. I don't think he's gonna try and stay standing up with Gregory Rodriguez because obviously it's very dangerous, and it's just not smart to do that with the crazy kickboxer like McGregor Rodriguez. So I think he's gonna fight very smart and try not to get finished. He'll either get a decision or a sub. So in the last fight, I went Kopylov either by decision or sub, and my dad went Gregory Rodriguez by knockout or decision. For this fight, we got a middleweight fight between Bo Nickel and Rodolfo Vieira. Bo Nickel is 7-1 in the UFC with that one loss being to Reiner de Quitter. And just scored. Sorry, I had a notification from fantasy from a hockey team. Trying to sit back a little bit, man. I good? Okay, I ain't gonna fall. I don't know why, but I like this. I think it's comfy. I ain't gonna fall. But yeah, we got Bo Nickel, 7-1 in UFC, minus 220 favorite. His I already said that his one loss was to Reiner de Quitter, Mr. No Cardio. But still very good with the wrestling. Compared to Rodolfo Vieira, he's the 185 dog, 11-3 in the UFC. He's 3-2 in his last 5. I went with Bo Nickel on this one, just because mainly just the wrestling. He'll wrestle his way towards the decision, or he'll find the knockout. What are you doing, bud? Hey, bud. What are you doing, buzz? Sorry. But yeah, I think Bo Nickel's is the better striker. He'll find the knockout or decision or sub. Really, he's gonna win this fight any way he wants, just because he's going against a little bit of an older fighter, not as well striker. But Bo's gonna light this full up. The wrestling for sure. No, he's gotta. If he loses, is really bad. My dad went with Rodolfo Vieira by sub. He thinks Bo Nickel's gonna take him down, and he thinks he's gonna get subbed. I disagree. I think Bo Nickel is smart enough not to get caught in a stupid submission like that. So cash money, I'm going with Bo Nickel. And be ready to throw 3 with Rodolfo Vieira. I took Nickel by either any way he wants. My dad took Vieira by sub. Shut up. Next fight, we got a middleweight bout between Gerald Meerschaert, 37-20 in the UFC's vet. Plus 275 dog. He's 2-3 in his last 5. Kurt Kyle Dukunas. He's the 325 favorite. 16-4 in UFC. 5-0 in his last 5. I went with. What are you doing, bud? Y'all see him? What is fool? I swear, bro. Cats are bad luck. They said, kitty. You're bad luck, bro. I swear, bro. See? Just got proved, bro. Okay, well, it's not broken. Now. You're bad luck, bro. That's funny. But, see? Look at you. Them yellow eyes. Michael Jordan looking ass. Michael Jordan looking ass. Short ears, long whisker looking ass. Now you're staring at the wall. Sorry, y'all. But we got a middleweight fight between Gerald Meerschaert and Kyle Dukanis. I went with Kyle Dukanis on this one. He's gonna go out there and whoop this fool and get him cut from the UFC. I think Gerald Meerschaert sucks. If you go watch his last fight, like, dude literally didn't even try. He got punched twice by, I think it was Michel Olenjacek. Dude, like, how do you get beat by that dude? Just joking. Jokingly saying this, me personally, I think I could fight, goddamn, what's his name? Michel Olenjacek. Kitty, you better not touch it. Dude, you're causing wrecks during the pod, bro. This ain't food, bro. These are not for you. Oh, bro. I'm in trouble with this. Oh, that's way easier. Yeah, I went to Kyle Dokinos on this one. He's just gonna go out there and mop this fool. I think with the wrestling. You know, that's Jared Mearshardt's like power. Mearshart just sucks. He needs to get cut from the UFC. It's not his time anymore. Dukinas looks a little nervous in this picture, but I'm not worried. I think Kyle will win this fight. Really, oh, sour or not sour, minty. But yeah, Dukinas is just gonna mop Jared Mearshart with the wrestling. He'll win by decision or knockout or sub. Really, however he wants to win it. Gerald Mearshart sucks. We need to get this dude out the UFC. He's too old. He was out of his prime 3 years ago. Yeah, my dad put Gerald Mearshart on. No. Hold on, I gotta check. Yeah, he went also Kyle Dukinis on this one. I think we both agreed on it. We were both talking about the card for a little bit. Yeah, this Gerald Mearshart's gonna get mopped in MSG. I think it might be his last fight, so look for retirement. We both, me and Be Ready 303 finally agree on a fight. We both went with Dukinis on this one. Next fight, we got we got Angela Hill. It is a strawweight fight between Angela Hill and Fatima Klein. Angela Hill, UFC vet, 18-15 in the UFC, minus 310 dog and 3-2 in her last five. Compared to Fatima Klein, she's the minus 410 favorite and 8-1 in the UFC. She's 4-1 in her last five. I went with Klein on this one just because I think she's the more better striker. She's better with the wrestling. I've seen in her last fight, definitely the better with the striking. Angela Hill, she's too old. I believe she's good too, but it's just because of that age difference. I think Klein's gonna go in there and put a beating on Angela Hill. Hopefully she'll retire. I don't like seeing her lose a whole lot. It sucks to see these older fighters lose a lot, almost like a Tony Ferguson, Gerald Mearshart, Hamzat here soon, whoever fights him next. But yeah, expect Klein to dominate this fight. 3 rounds. Nothing crazy. I don't think there'll be like a crazy knockout. And if there is, it'll probably just be a ground and pound TKO by Fatima Klein. Expect a decent fight. I wouldn't say good, but expect a low pace fight between two girls. Not really fighting for nothing. I mean, if you beat Angela Hill, you beat Angela Hill. You beat Angela Hill, it's like you beat Anthony Smith. Like, cool, your name's known a little bit. But I won't clown on this one. Be ready to throw 3-1 with Angela Hill. My dad thinks that these older fighters are really putting BTA on these younger fighters, which I disagree with. We've seen this many times where the younger fighter wins. Ilya Tapora, Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira is not old, but 35 fighting years is old. But yeah, expect just a low input fight, nothing crazy. Like it's not gonna be no Holloway and Gaethje or some. There's not a crazy fight in general. I mean, personally, not gonna tune in to this one, but I will watch it because of the breakdown I have to do. Yeah, I went with Klein by decision. My dad took Hill by sub or knockout. Next fight, we got a UFC debut of Balasigir Sirzakhanov. He's Russian 10-0 in the UFC and 5-0 in his last five. Compared to Eric McConaughey, skinny Khalil Roundtree, taller Khalil Roundtree, 10-3 in the UFC and 4-1 in his last five. This one, I went with the prospect Russian. He's just a lot younger. I think he's not the better striker, but I think he's in control of the fight with the wrestling. He's more offensive power. He's a little bit bigger. Since it's middleweight, he's just like His build's a little bit bigger compared to just being long and lanky, like the wannabe Khalil Roundtree. His takedown defense is good. His takedowns in general are good. Striking's really good. I think he's just gonna masterclass on Eric McConaughey. Don't expect a crazy knockout or nothing, but it's a masterclass. And if he does knock him out, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, next fight. Gotta make my move towards Tracy Cortez. That's all a joke, by the way. I don't. Anyways, we got a flyweight bout between Aaron, future champ Blanchfield, and Tracy Cortez. We got Blanchfield 13-2 in the UFC. She's the 165 favorite, and she's 4-1 in his last 5 wins. Being, I think she beat Rosa Nunez. She beat the other chick too. She's like beat everybody in her weight division almost. Bred to Tracy Dump Truck Cortez, 145 dog, 12-2 in UFC, and 4-1 in her last 5. Very talented. Did get put on a master class by Rose Thug Namajunas. And, shout out to her. Always repping Denver. This fight, I went Aaron Blanchfield on this one. I think he's going to dominate Tracy Cortez. I think Tracy Cortez, her really only good fighting aspect about her is her wrestling. Her striking is not as good as Blanchfield. And I think Blanchfield's going to control this fight wherever it goes. Aaron wants to strike, she'll strike. If she wants to wrestle, she'll out-wrestle Tracy Cortez by a whole lot. Like, this is going to be a masterclass right here. If you're really big into wrestling and just, like, takedowns, almost like, not I would say a Hamza Drickus, which is a stupid fight and boring, but definitely one to tune in for if you like the wrestling or if you like girls. Christian, we all know. But, yeah, should be a pretty good fight. My dad went Tracy Bree Ready 303 went Tracy Cortez on this one. I think he took her by decision. He said that he's gonna sit on top of Blanchfield and just pound her face in. She's gonna hit her with elbows, but that fool does not know ball. I got Blanchfield by decision or sub. Moving on to the main card of MSG. Let's go. We got a welterweight fight between Sean Brady and Michael Morales. Sean Brady, 18-1 UFC, 126 favorite, and 4-1 in his last 5. Big wins being over Leon Edwards, and that one loss being to Bilal Muhammad. Credit to the young prospect Michael Morales, 106 underdog, 18-0 in the UFC, and 5-0 in his last 5. This big win being over Gilbert Burns. On this fight, sadly, I don't think Sean Brady should have taken this fight short notice. This is a short notice for both of them just to fight on the MSG card because nobody wants to fight Sean Brady. Sadly, I think it's time. Michael Morales, my knockout. Like I said this earlier, I was talking to one of our guests that comes on every few. Gabriel, one of I'd say he knows ball. He knows MMA pretty good. Shout outs to you, Gabe. We were both talking about this fight. He's actually taking Brady, which I believe he could win the fight because he's more of an offensive wrestler, and he's looking to get the win close to home. With him being from Philadelphia, New York is just right there. I think he said like an hour and 40-minute drive during the press. So he's like, if it goes to the ground, it's all Brady. But I don't think it will. I think Michael, if you get finished by Bilal, this is what I told Gabe. I told him if you get finished by Bilal Muhammad, you get finished by anybody, especially a dangerous guy like Michael Morales is going to go in there and try and knock him out early, get his paycheck, and get that title shot against whoever. We'll see who's champion between Islam and JDM. I think Morales is going to go in there, throw them teep kicks, and catch him with the cross and finish him standing up, and eventually, almost like how Khalil Roundtree was in that 4th round against Alex Pereira, where he's just taking damage to the body, and then finally he what's his name Michael Morales will throw that hook shot, an uppercut, and drop him, and they'll probably have to stop it because Sean Brady's face will be all messed up. This is my breakdown of it. My dad went with Sean Brady. He said that here he sent it to me in a text. I gotta look this quick. He said Sean Brady is definitely gonna control the fight with the wrestling. He says he don't think he's gonna get Michael Morales getting that kickboxing range. So he's gonna be shooting for takedowns most of the fight and trying to keep him controlled, almost like how we did against Leon Edwards, where he just got the takedowns mixed in the boxing and controlled the fight mostly. He said he's gonna said Sean Brady will control the center of the octagon. He believed this will be a decision win for Sean Brady, he'll dominate Michael Morales and finally get the title shot. It's a good breakdown. He took Brady by decision. I went Michael Morales by knockout. Another big fight on the main card. We got Beneil Dariush versus Benoit Saint Denis. The lightweight fight. Beneil Dariush, 23-6 in the UFC. He's a vet. He's the 170 dog and 3-2 in his last 5. Compared to Benoit Saint Denis, he's the 200 favorite. 15-3 in the UFC. He's 3-2 in his last 5. One of those big wins being over Marcio Rufi, and two of those big losses being to Harmato Moicano, Dustin Poirier. With that being said, I went Beneil Dariush by KO TKO or sub. I believe he can win this fight however he wants. Benoit Saint Denis is, he's good, but he's not on Beneil's level. I think this is they tried to give him this is a dangerous fight for Saint Denis. I think they tried to give him a fight to really test if he's really been a. So I'll get to the hold on. No, excuse me. Bless me. Bless me. I know you said bless you. Thank you. But I think Benoit Dariush is going to go out there and find the knockout pretty quick. Benoit Saint Denis is very chinny. He likes to leave his chin out there too. If he's going against boxers for some reason, he likes to stand right in front of him like an Oliveira almost. But yeah, Benoit Dariush will go out there and dominate this fight. He win by either knockout or decision. I don't think he'll sub him, even though his jiu-jitsu game is very elite. If you look at that fight with Hanato Moicano at, I think it was UFC 317. I went to actually Vegas for that one. I went to the card, but Benoit Dariush was standing up on Moicano. He did get dropped, so that's notable. Benoit Saint Denis, I don't think he's on Benoit Dariush's level, especially with Beneil knowing like he's a vet and vets know best, I guess. Which kind of rhymes. Yeah, I think Dariush definitely by either KO or decision. My dad also went with Benoit Saint Denis on this one. Let's see, still have it open. Benoit Saint Denis by crazy head kick knockout. He says he's going to catch Beneil on the fence while he's going. And Benoit Dariush too old. His chin is weak, which I don't agree with the chin part. Nor the old part. For UFC, he's old. But he ain't that old. Dustin Poirier is the same age. He just got really gray hair. He's not too old. 36, I guess, is old for fighting. But I don't think that's going to matter a whole lot against who's fighting. Yeah, B-Ray 303 just basically said Benoit Saint Denis knockout. For sure, can catch him with the head kick while he's running on the fence. We'll see. Y'all got my pick, though. Next fight, we got another big welterweight fight between Leon Rocky Edwards versus Carlos Cigarette Prates. We got Leon. He's 22-5 in the UFC, 165 dog and 3-2 in his last 5, with 2 of those losses being one to Sean Brady and Bilal Muhammad, where he lost his title last year at UFC 304. Some of his big wins being over Kamaru Usman, Colby Sucks Covington. Let's see, who did he? I don't think he beat nobody after Covington. I think that's where he lost his belt, actually. Yeah, and wins over Nate Diaz, which he almost got knocked out by Cowboy Cerrone. Just not really a whole lot of good wins on his career besides Usman twice, actually. And Colby Covington. I guess Usman's a pretty big achievement. After that first fight with Leon Edwards, I think Leon Edwards kind of shut down Kamaru Usman and that cockiness. We got Carlos Prates 190 favorite, which is crazy, but he's 22-7 in his MMA career, 4-1 in his last fight without one loss, being to Ian Gary. Some of his biggest wins being over his last knockout win. I believe it was UFC 319, where he knocked out Jeff Neal in the first or second. Damn, we're going 35 minutes. Okay. But yeah, just expect to knock out pretty quick. Nothing too crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about, bro. I did not say that. Scratch that. I was reading Be Ready 303's email. Sorry, y'all. Usually I have him go first when he's here. Be logging my junk real quick. I just want to see if the Avalanche are on. Shout out. Colorado Avalanche. 7:15. We gotta wrap this episode up, y'all. The game's about to start. Like I said, Leon Edwards, I think he's gonna win this fight by decision or knockout. I think Carlos Prates isn't ready for Leon Edwards yet. He's he's weak towards the wrestling, which Leon Edwards is really good at. And I believe he'll find the win either by decision or KO TKO. Just because Leon Edwards is Leon Edwards, he's trying to get a comeback win. It's not really looking good right now for him. He's taking that loss to Sean Brady. And Sean Brady was also on short notice, coming in on, I think it was a 3-day notice. So, I mean, I think Leon Edwards with the underdog pick right here. It's going to be one of my parlays, too. Or, not my parlays, this guy's parlays. But, yeah, I think Carlos Prates is a very crazy knockout artist, but I don't think he's all that in a bag of chewies. So, give me Edwards by decision. But that basically said, if I find Carlos Prates to find a crazy knockout, I think he's going to go out there and knock that Leon Edwards out either in the first or second. Expect a high crazy input fight, and Leon will fall. Whatever that fool says, I don't think so. I think Leon Edwards is still very good. Co-main event of the evening. I'm telling you, bro. I'll be D1 in choir. Of course, I never did that before. We got a flyweight bout between a flyweight championship fight. Super fight time. You already know. Get a little shake. Super fight. Got Valentina Shevchenko versus Zhang Weili. Shevchenko is 25-4 in the UFC. Is the minus 105 dog. Just 3 wins in her last 5, 1 loss and 1 draw, without 1 loss being to Alexa Grasso. A while ago, with those 3 wins being over Manon Fiorot and Alexa Grasso, and the 1 draw also being with Alexa Grasso. For the Zhang Weili, who's just been on this freaking massive tear right now, 26-3 in the UFC. She's 5-0 in the last 5. Big wins being over Tatiana Suarez. Who else? I think it was Amanda Lemos was on there. Yanni Jojin at UFC 300. But the only 3 losses being to Rose Namajunas, all by head kick knockout, which is exactly why I'm going Valentina Shevchenko for the head kick knockout over Zhang Weili. But I think Weili has more power, but Shevchenko has more fight IQ. She's the better kickboxing, better kicks in general. More, I feel like the power is 50-50, but I'll give the edge to Zhang Weili just because what she does in the ground on the crucifix. So I think Shevchenko by knockout. I really think she's gonna do it. I think she's gonna get an upset win and absolutely take Zhang Weili's head off. It's another underdog pick, which is also on my parlay. But let's see what Be Ready has to say. So he sent me. He says he's like Zhang Weili. She's the way better kickboxer. She has more power. Valentina is washed, and Zhang Weili will control this fight with the wrestling or however she wants in general. And I got Weili by KO TKO or decision. Whatever you say, bro. Now it's time for the main event of the evening. Got JDM, we got welterweight fight between Jack Della Maddelna, for new crown champ over his win over Bilal Muhammad at UFC 315. He's 18-2 in the UFC. He's plus 210 dog. He's 5-0 in his last five. Some of his big wins being over Bilal Muhammad. But I don't think he beat Sean. I don't think he's ever fought Sean Brady. Flippin' fudge. Gosh darn it. I can't remember. Oh, Bilal Muhammad. That's funny. I forgot somebody's name. Remember the name, my ass. But we got JDM 18-2 in the UFC. He's 5-0. Islam Makhachev minus 250 favorite. 27-1 and is 5-0 in his last five. Some of his big wins being over Dustin Poirier, Charles Oliveira, Alexander Volkanovski 2x, and Renato Moicano in his last fight. Y'all ready for this one? Give me Islam Makhachev by sub. I know. The crowd's going crazy. Of our 0 viewers. Oh wow. I can't believe you chose Islam. I don't know what you guys are saying right now. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just stupid. It could also be a big thing. It could also be true. But yeah, I think Islam's just going to wrestle this fight. I think he could also kick Jack Della in his nose back in place. Expect Islam to just really grapple. But I think since especially they're in MSG, Jack Della Maddalena is not going to let that happen. I think Islam's going to take him down. Jack will get up. He'll put up a little bit. This is going to be a 5-round war, guaranteed. Matter of fact, guaranteed. But yeah, Islam's going to make this fight fun. Expect like Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier times 5. Like, this is going to be one of the biggest crazy fights of 2025 and maybe one of the greatest fights of all time just because of how they're matched up. Jack Della Maddalena's got such good boxing. He's one of the best boxers in the UFC besides Ilia Topuria. I'll go good luck charm. Yeah, definitely one of the best kickboxers also in the UFC. I think this fight could go either way. I think Jack Della Maddalena could knock out Islam. But if we're really doing picks and I'm really trying to know ball, Islam Makhachev by sub. I think he's really going to beat the brakes out of Jack Della. And he'll find the sub. But I also think Jack Della Maddalena is going to beat the brakes off Islam. Like, it's going to be neck and neck. If it goes to a decision, I say Jack Della Maddalena. I don't think they want Islam to win. I think Jack Della Maddalena might win that, might keep the title. I don't know, man. This is such a crazy fight. I've been thinking about it all week. Every off period, I've been thinking about this fight. I cannot wait till Saturday, man. Especially the venue that they're doing. MSG, one of the like probably the best, if not like top 5. MSG. Yeah, I think Islam by sub. Let's see what Be Ready 303 has to say. So he went with Jack Della Maddalena by KO TKO. Oh no, this is. Oh no. So Be Ready 303 is also going with Islam by decision. He said expect a very close fight. I think JDM will get at least 2 knockdowns on Islam. And Jack Della Maddalena will be close to stopping the fight in the third. Almost like Merab and Corey Sandhagen, that round 3 of that fight. He says Islam definitely by decision. I think he's got outclass Jack and win his second belt. And go on to face either Ilia Topuria or Kamar Usman or winner of Brady and Morales. Nice breakdown, bro, from one of the biggest fights ever. Yeah, it was gonna be back and forth. Islam's very good. Jack Della's really good. It's gonna be crazy. I cannot wait for this fight. But I have to end this episode a little bit quicker. Remember, Saturday I will be making shorts. I will be have some surprises for such a big card like this. And I think we have to end this one here soon. Shout out to our followers, Mattel Loya. We're doing an episode with you here soon. Shout out to Zakai. Homeboys forever. Shout out Bro Talk MMA. Utica, Ray Bucks, and Darren T. They have their own little MMA podcast. Go check them out. Shout out the UFC Precision Tracking. Always tracking our picks every week. Much appreciated. Much love. We got Lovella Kyle. Shout outs to you. Been a homie for a minute now. Long channel supporter. Thank you. And yes, I can still taste powder and see powder on me sometimes. It's not nice. But see, Instagram, shout out Axel, Noah, JR, and shout out to y'all for supporting, for liking, and just make sure y'all go like, subscribe. It's just a click. It doesn't take much. That's all we really want. And if you guys really want to see me fight my dad at 100 subscribers, we need 100 subscribers for me to do that. That's our 100 subscriber special. We're gonna go somewhere and we're gonna fight. Not like a fight, but like very heavy sparring. Don't think that's really much I have to say. December 15th, y'all know. Sure, buy your tickets. Can't say much right now until the 15th. But December 15th, and it will be announced for me this Saturday, I believe at 8:30 p.m. Yeah, make sure you buy your tickets. Miami, Florida, December 15th. I'll see you guys there. And if y'all don't show up, me and Jorge are gonna beat you up. But I'm being serious. Sure y'all pull up. Miami, December 15th, I think they're looking for. And I think that's it, y'all. I'm your host, Cash Money, Mr. Take That Chinny Chin Chin. Mr. Pass That Paper to Me real quick. I don't know what that one is a whole lot, but this has been an episode of Fight Bloodline. And sorry, Darren T, I don't care. I ain't copying y'all's podcast. It's my junk. But I do like watching Bro Talking May. Sure, y'all go check out their live. They should be live right now at Whiskey Bar downtown. Make sure y'all check them out every Thursdays. Just talk about the fights and stuff. And this has been an episode of Fight Bloodline. I'll catch y'all in the next one. But actually, I'll show y'all. Shout out Mickey Janet at My High Barber. Get me right. I don't know if y'all can see it. But got a pretty dope design in the back. If y'all care. Probably not, but I think it's dope. Don't know if y'all can see it or not. But let's go. I'll see y'all in the next one. Remember, Saturday, we'll be shooting a bunch of shorts. So make sure y'all are liking them up and getting in the comment section. Let's go.